Welcome back, you beautiful bastards. Today, we have a guest on the show.
Ooh.
Jeff Nasty.
Hello.
Glad to have you.
Glad to be here.
Yeah. You've been playing I almost said Ghost of Tsushima, Lord.
Oh, boy.
Dragon Ball Sparking Zero.
Yes,
Let's
I have.
go.
Successor to the Tenkaichi series, something that everybody's been waiting on for a very long time. Extremely excited about it. I know that we did get Kakarot, I think, but I don't think that was as popular.
Definitely different.
Both of you played it, but was it good, or was it a good game?
I personally liked Kakarot a lot, but it was an RPG. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So yeah, that is different for a Dragon Ball game.
Yeah.
It was good though. For when it came out, it was very different. But yeah, not anywhere near the same realm as Sparking Zero though.
Okay. Well, Chef, or you and Ghost have been playing it. I think Ghost bought it yesterday.
I sure
Been
did.
playing a little bit, so you guys can take it away. Tell me your thoughts. Like, what was your initial feeling booting it up and fighting for the first time? Did the nostalgia hit?
Let me start by saying yes and no. So, like, what I got from it was the tutorial is bare bones. That the tutorial shows you how to boot up the game. That's what it is.
Okay.
Yeah, you have to get in the lab and you have to train like you're an actual Saiyan in order to get good at this game.
I like that.
Yes.
Don't tell him that. No, tell him so he buys it.
I like that. So it's just basically just telling you how to move.
It told me how to move my character, move the camera, and block. That's pretty much it.
That's all you get.
That's all you need. No, that's not
No,
true.
that is not
true
all
at
you need. Don't say that. That is not all you need.
So yeah, just tell us what about the gameplay. Just how does it feel? Are the buttons responsive? Does the game just feel good to play?
The game feels fantastic to play. I mean, the buttons. You're talking about responsive buttons. Like, bro, you punch, you hit square, you're gonna punch, right? Like, you gotta be on point with your combos. You know.
Yeah.
You gotta, like, when you hit a square triangle combo, you're gonna get a square triangle combo, and it's just about stringing your stuff together. The gameplay is, in my opinion, phenomenal. This is a step above what Tenkaichi used to be.
Okay.
And they really brought it into the next generation consoles, in my opinion.
I'm gonna be honest, the visuals, even back then when I'm thinking about, growing up in PlayStation 2 and just playing Tenkaichi, like, even then the game was it was gorgeous to look at even on the PlayStation 2 in comparison of all the other games that were coming out at that time. But now just looking, I'm like, it's just so much stuff blowing, so many colors, like a kaleidoscope of nonsense in your face all the time.
Fantastic.
Yeah, one thing I was glad to see was that the clashing came back with two Kai Blasts meet. So back in the day, it just used to be, you just roll the analog sticks around.
Yep.
And I remember back in the day when me and X were playing, he bust a blood vessel in his hand while we were playing.
Good Lord.
Jeez.
Man's rolling fucking hole.
And we kept playing after that.
Yeah,
Regardless.
absolutely.
You have
we
to.
stop them for that?
No, negative.
Yeah.
Negative.
But yeah, so how many characters do you get just starting off? Is the collection plentiful from the beginning?
I would say so. Yes. It depends on if you pre-ordered as well, because I obviously had to spend $110. I have no shame there.
Boy.
Yes.
Never
So
expected that.
yeah,
No,
I dropped
neither
the
did I, but I'm here for it. Okay.
But the list of characters starting off is great. You have plenty to choose from, and then as you continue through the game, you get more characters. You can either buy them from the shop, or you can make a wish and get the characters that way.
So you buy them by using currency that you get from playing, like, in the game? Okay.
That's good to know.
How good? How do I word this? Like, the progression, like, system. Do you think it's not that bad of a grind? Like, it's just good enough. Like, you're unlocking new characters at a good enough pace.
Oh, bro, Let me tell you, you can go through Goku's story arc and progress 20 levels, and there are 5 or 6 story arcs to go through.
Good God.
So, like, yeah, there's a lot to go through. The progression is, in my opinion, it's very good. It's balanced, but it's not balanced at the same time. Like, you're gonna get bodied. You're just gonna get bodied
And I
I've
by
heard of it.
by
I wonder
everybody and everything.
and I wonder if they did, like you say, in the tutorial wasn't that fleshed out. They probably did that from the beginning because I mean I don't know how many hours you have in it already, but I wonder if like after many hours of playing you understand more mechanics because it almost feels like if that tutorial was bare bones, then there must be like some hidden stuff within the game that you have to learn just from experience or playing against like a computer or another player online. That kind of reminds me of like when you start out with Rocket League, they give you a very bare bones tutorial, just forward, reverse, and jump. But all the other stuff that you see, like the flying and like the I forgot what the names they have, but like balancing the ball on your wheels, flicking it, like all that other stuff came later when people found out the mechanics. So you might be getting your ass kicked now, but just waiting about 10 hours, you might the fighting might feel a little bit more fluid to you.
Yes, in a sense that the fighting will feel more fluid. No, in a sense that it's just you're gonna get bodied regardless of how
Okay.
good you are at the game. There is no like you can get better, and that like obviously you have the number one player in the world that switches often. You know, I checked the leaderboard 2 days ago. It was a different guy than when the game first came out for the pre-orders. You know what I'm saying?
They really out there boxing.
They are really out there. So like, I'll give you an example. Many people I've seen on TikTok, many people are struggling with the Great Ape Vegeta fight with Goku,
Okay.
right? And I had no problem with it. I got bodied by Majin Buu. I've seen nothing on that. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So your skill level, you're gonna get better at the game as you play, obviously, but it's across the board. It's just get good or return the game. That's
I
what it
like
is.
that. I like that. Now we're back to the way gaming used to be. Not where it's just like implementing all these new systems to make it better for the like the newbies coming in. No. No, this is the rewarding part of gaming is the like the time equals skill level basically. And I
Yes,
like
exactly.
that. I know a lot of fighting games now they have so many systems in place to give a new player or somebody who hasn't played as much as another person, like they give you systems in order to make the game easier or provide ways where you can't be punished as often as you were back in the day, because some fighting games back in the day you make one mistake, that means you're getting juggled for the next 20 hits. But Ghost, I mean, you haven't had as much time as Chef has in the game, but what are your impressions?
I think it's absolutely amazing, to be honest with you.
Mm.
Definitely, I mean, I'm a Dragon Ball fan, so there's that.
Absolutely.
But even I will agree, the tutorial for it was bland. It's very L1 does this, X does this, square does that, and you kind of move on. I didn't want to jump into the story because I kind of want to save that for a weekend where I can enjoy it a little bit. Yeah, like I actually really want to take time in it because I really do enjoy kind of what I got to do. So I created my own custom match, and weirdly enough, I'm a big Super Buu fan. But I did Super Buu versus Goku, and just the visuals of being able to like watch this fight go down as you're fighting is really cool. I know that sounds really weird to
I know
say,
what you're talking about.
but it's
You're making
like
perfect
watching an anime while you're going, like it goes at such a pace. Like obviously we play a lot of Xenoverse,
Yeah.
and because we always talk about that one mission where we had to try and save Goku and we thought we were moving fast.
Yeah.
This is another type of fluidity of movement for the game that I think is really nice. Visually, it's great. Obviously, I am teetotal trash at playing right now, so I'm barely, we'll say an hour in, but I don't know, man. I actually really like it. I didn't think I'd be enjoying a strictly like PvP kind of like fighting centric game.
Yeah, because I know that was one of the main reasons you didn't want to buy it in the first place, because a lot of the games that we do play are co-op, and that's what we play during the week. Like, I wouldn't want to flesh out a bunch of money for something that I know that I'll just be playing by myself.
Well, and you know where I kind of got that from, to be honest with you? Some of the hesitation. I don't know if Chef has played this. I think we talked about it before. But I played Fighters when it first came out, and it was great. But
Okay,
you got
yeah.
to a certain point where, okay, cool. So, like, I got Bardock, right? I got a new character, so you want to go try out moves. But, like, once you got to a certain level, it was like you have to go and play PvP. Like, there was not anything else to do by yourself.
Okay,
Like, if you're
yeah.
gonna get that next level in the game,
Right.
you had to go box somebody that's literally been playing for 32 hours straight and has like
Oh,
5 hands hitting the
yeah.
controllers.
See, see, I already know what I will like and what I won't like. I automatically knew that as gorgeous as that game looked, and I love the art style, I love the 2D animation that they went for in that game.
Fantastic.
But I automatically knew that's not my game. Like, that's just not me. That reminded me of like that fighting style, like Street Fighter and King of Fighters, like type stuff. Yeah, I can appreciate those games from a distance, but me personally buying that's not gonna happen. But getting back to the game, Chef, I know you've had a couple of hours into it, and from my reading online, I've heard that this game has a different branching storyline, and you're able to change the way some of these storylines play out. Are they highly detailed, or are they just kind of lackluster? And what have you experienced?
What I've experienced so far is, I'll give you another example. So I branched off. I'm playing as Goku, right? And I branched off, and instead of having gone to planet Namek with Goku and everybody, they all came to Earth instead. So I'm on a whole new branch. I'm
that's
like,
cool.
That's pretty neat.
I'm like 6, 7 points into this new branch where I'm fighting the Ginyu Force on the middle of planet Earth. You know what I'm saying?
Let's
Like,
go.
Yes. So like, I've seen things where like they have different victory conditions. So like one of them I was struggling with was I had to beat Frieza with a Spirit Bomb, but I was beating him too fast. So I got the alternate ending like 3 times. I'm not even kidding.
You hear that, TikTok?
I beat him too fast, and there was an audio cue that was like, "Oh, I gotta beat Frieza with this Spirit Bomb." I never got to that point until like the 4th or 5th time, and I was like, "What the hell am I missing?" You know?
God.
Yeah. So there are subtle ways and not so subtle ways of getting to these different branches of the story mode. You know?
That's cool though.
Yeah. I like that, because sometimes a game will tell you, oh, there's branching storylines, but you'll choose a different option, but it's
still the same.
It's just a
storyline.
detour. It's going to bring you right back to the original storyline. We're going to keep going. I don't really like that. I think that's kind of disingenuous when you market a game as such.
Oh,
But
100%.
one thing Dragon Ball games are known for is its destruction. Now, I do love Xenoverse. I've had plenty of hundreds of hours in Xenoverse, but I still think the destruction, it's honestly an old game. But how is the destruction in Sparking Zero? Because I do remember in the old Tenkaichi series, if you launched a Big Bang times 100, or you hit like a Spirit Bomb, the whole planet would blow up, and then you guys would be fighting in like would be lava and stuff like below you. The planet would be destroyed. Like, does that happen in the game?
Oh yeah, 100%. But you don't
okay.
have to do it. You don't have to do 100 times Big Bang Kamehameha. You could do a simple Kamehameha, miss the opponent, hit the ground, and the entire scenery
What?
blows up.
Let's go.
Now you have the volcanoes and the lava. Let me tell you another one. The world tournament stage, right?
Yeah.
You can have the crowd. You can have the audience in the seats. If you miss and you throw a Kamehameha at the crowd will leave. And then the announcer will be like, "It's time to get out of here, folks." You know?
I can't wait.
I like that. That's attention to detail.
It really is.
I wish more games would pay attention to that and realize that that's what makes a game special. You can't just give us bare bones and expect you to get a 10 out of 10. That's just not how it works. Go the extra mile. But yeah, it honestly feels like developers, like, this was a labor of love, basically. And it honestly feels like a love letter to the Tenkaichi series because a lot of the times when somebody comes out with another TV series, it's like a revamp of an old series that's like a cult classic, like The Office. They're bringing that back. There's like this fear that it's not going to be as good as the original. So, are you glad that they went ahead and made the decision to give us Sparking Zero? Is it better than the Tenkaichi series? Did they elevate it in any way that you thought was, makes the game, better than the old?
Bro, I could go on for days about how well they implemented this game, bro. Let me say this. I saw this on the internet actually, and it was put in perfectly, right? They said Bandai Namco usually comes out with lackluster fighting games, but when they get a Dragon Ball Z game in the works, they lock in. They lock in. And bro, let me tell you, when they locked in like they've never locked in before. I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding.
One thing I did like also is like when you go into like the library, or like you're looking through the characters, like it's Bulma and like all the other ladies like have a podcast talking about the characters. I thought that was pretty neat. Have you went in there yet to see that?
Yes, I have,
Okay.
and unfortunately, I turned down the volume. Bulma's freaking annoying. She is. Like I'm in the shop and she's like, "Oh, I see you're rich like me," but it's like
Jesus
10
Christ.
times, 10 times every 30 seconds. I'm like, Bulma, shut the hell up.
Well, I just thought it was like a neat little tidbit that they put in there. Because I used to remember being in the old series. I'm trying to think of anything else that the old series had. I just can't remember. It's been so long, but I didn't want to drag this. Not really a review. It's just like an impressions. Like I like to get people's feel of a game, but just from my just looking online, it's like the spirit around the game is really positive. And honestly,
100%.
Bandai Namco has been killing it the past couple of years, with revamping the Resident Evil series and all the other games. I think they just had Silent Hill, right? That was I might be talking out my ass, but I feel like that was might be, I don't know. I think it's Bandai. It seems like a game that they made.
I thought it was Konami.
Well, it could have been. That would honestly extremely surprise me that Konami made something good with Hideo Kojima not being there, especially after they ruined the Metal Gear series. But I ain't talking about that. But Ghost, did you have anything else that you would like to add?
Nope. Nope. I'm just super excited to sit down and actually play the game pretty much this weekend. I can't wait to get there. Because I know if Chef is this excited about it, because I know we've had conversations about Kakarot and stuff like that over the years. I'm just super excited. Can't wait.
Jeff, you had any last thoughts?
Yeah, actually, I do.
Okay.
This game, 9 out of 10. You gotta train. If you want to get good, you gotta train. Don't put in 15 minutes and be done with it. No, this is a big game that you gotta prepare for. And last thing I'll say, there will be sweats, okay?
Oh,
main
obviously.
Whoever you want. Yes, main whoever you want, because if you're that guy, it doesn't matter who you're playing. It really doesn't. I got bodied by Hercule the other day. I did.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, sweet Jesus.
I did. I really did. So I'll leave it at that.
What's your favorite character?
Kid Buu.
Let's go.
I respect that.
Kid Buu.
I'm not gonna give my favorite character yet. I'm gonna body y'all with them first.
Oh, you want to? Okay, no problem.
He shall return with a vengeance. I just meant that.
Oh, I know who it is, you little bastard. No. Nope.
We appreciate you guys for listening in. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you never miss an episode. And let us know in the comments who you're playing against. I'm sorry, not against, but who you're playing with in Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, and what your thoughts are on the game. What your thoughts are on the game so far. Lord Jesus.
Woo. We got there though.
Yeah, we did. But thanks again, guys, for watching. We'll see you on the next one. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.